the buckles on me shoes? Why, I'm a leprechaun.
Since getting the news that Lionsgate is bringing back the Leprechaun, I've been sitting here grinning like an idiot. Yeah, you absolutely heard that right. Leprechaun, the little green menace with the top hat and the shamrock-covered vest, who rhymed before he killed anyone, is coming back. Deadline broke this news exclusively on the 7th of August, and within just a few hours, the horror geeks on the internet went absolutely crazy. It's been nearly 8 years since we got a new entry in this franchise, and exactly 33 years since Warwick Davis first appeared as a leprechaun in 1993 and told us to give him back his gold. I might be a little emotional about this, but the long-term fans understand how comforting this franchise is to them. It's a little dumb, hilarious, and gory at the same time. Like, it's perfectly balanced, and you still enjoy it just the same, even after 8 movies. So, now that it's pulled a comeback, let's look into everything we know so far about the upcoming Leprechaun movie.
I want me gold coin.
Who's writing it? Lionsgate has brought Patrick Milton and Marcus Dunstan on board to write the script. The best part about this duo is that they're literally horror royalty at this point. Together, they co-wrote Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, and Saw 3D. They also created The Collector and The Collection. Then they worked on Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and even worked on Unhuman. The list is endless. So I can say this with a lot of confidence that the script duty has been given to the best. We're talking about writers who truly understand the horror genre. Leprechaun has always been a franchise that's absurd, disturbing, and funny, and it's extremely important to write a good script for it. It's not an easy feat, and I think that's exactly why they picked these 2 writers. Who's producing it? Now, for whoever is a fan of the Saw franchise, there's another piece of good news. Oren Koules is producing the film through his and his son's company called Koules Productions, alongside Miles Koules. Now, I said that it was good news because Oren produced all 10 Saw films along with Mark Berg. The Saw franchise has made over $1 billion worldwide. So when Oren talks about this project, it's coming from someone who's already built an empire out of low-budget films and turned it into a multi-million-dollar global franchise. He knows how to work with the horror genre and gore too damn well. That's why he gave a statement about it, saying, after producing all the Saw films at 23 wonderful years at Lionsgate, "I'm thrilled to be working again with the Lionsgate team, Patrick and Marcus, and my son Miles on a terrifying new way into the rich world of Leprechaun." It looks like he's starting a new chapter of his career, and this time he's brought his own kid into the making of his new movie as well. Along with them, there are also Dan Hefner and Keturah Keston, who are on board as executive producers, therefore completing the team. What don't we know yet? Listen, we just got the news that an upcoming Leprechaun film is in the works, but it's way too early to tell everything. We know about the writers and the producers, but details about the plot and synopsis are still a long way off. There's also no director assigned to the movie yet. The same is true of the cast members. It's way too early to tell who's going to star in the movie. But the biggest question that fans are dying to have answered is whether Warwick Davis is going to come back or not. He played the role of Leprechaun in 6 out of the 8 films. At this point, anyone who thinks of Leprechaun, Warwick Davis just comes to mind. It's become his signature role. Although there's no confirmation about it, I'm excited to see whether he'll return or we'll get to see a new actor play the role of Leprechaun. Also, I'm eagerly awaiting for them to start production. But right now they haven't shared the dates, so naturally, we also don't know about the release date. Let's see what title they come up with for this movie. One more thing we still don't know is whether this movie will be a direct sequel to 2018's Leprechaun Returns, or an entirely new reboot. It might be something different as well, we'll just have to wait and watch. Why does this movie actually matter? This time making the film work actually matters more because Lionsgate tried to revive Leprechaun before as well. Back in 2023, they announced a reboot with director Philippe Vargas. Mike Van Waas had written the script, and it was going to be produced by Roy Lee and Miri Young. For this version, they were not going to bring back Warwick Davis. It was supposed to be a completely new thing, a reimagining of the franchise. But all that work just died quietly. Vargas exited the project without much explanation, and after him, no replacement director was publicly announced. By this year, it was confirmed that the movie was not going forward. Well, if you're someone who follows horror franchises, then you have to know this is already a very common phenomenon in the horror genre. A project gets announced, the fans get hyped up, and midway there's this dead silence. That's when you know the project's over. And that's exactly why when I saw this new version invest so much in the creative team, who are so well recognized in their fields of work, it felt like this time it might just happen. It does feel promising this time. Why does Leprechaun himself still matter? For anyone who didn't grow up on these movies, the franchise actually started back in 1993. The first film was written and directed by Mark Jones. It starred Warwick Davis as a murderous little creature who was obsessed with getting his gold back, and he would get his gold back even if it meant killing someone. Even Jennifer Aniston was in the first movie, and it was before Friends happened and she got famous. From that point, the series just went wherever it wanted, like Vegas, outer space, or the hood. On the way, it became a cult classic for over 30 years, and it still gets marathon airings on Sci-Fi every St. Patrick's Day. In 2000, Lionsgate acquired Trimark Pictures and became the owner of the franchise. Lastly, the most recent film was 2018's Leprechaun Returns, which brought the story back to its original setting, with Lyndon Porco taking on the role of Leprechaun instead of Davis. So right now, we are at the what-if stage. We're just getting what might happen and what might not happen before anything's officially confirmed. Let us know in the comments below what you're expecting from this upcoming movie. But before you leave, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any more of our marvelous videos. Stay safe, have a great day, and as always, stay marvelous.